It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Jones. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
Complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Complete.
He was from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
First and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No game. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd and 7. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. That's to his running back, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Good. Makes the score Giants 3.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Carolina getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
11 on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Lead to number 12.
DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
His throw incomplete.
Jones pass.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
47-yard line.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
16 yards, a 1st down.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jones. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, you're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It fights him off. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Panthers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's 2nd down.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick steps away. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, some strong running. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now on the 23-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
New York ready to go again offensively. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones on 3rd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Drops it off for Coleman. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the essence of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yetur Gross-Matos. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Jones, and that's incomplete.
Jones pass.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Carolina offense about ready to go, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kaepernick looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He finds Coleman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final minute. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is McCaffrey on the give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.